we saw two big names of the sport, Coleman versus Kerley, going up against each other in China. Christian Coleman getting the win in a 10.13. Fred Kerley coming in second with a 10.17. It was a bit of a different race. So usually you see, Coleman's known for his fast start, and then he gets out on you, and then you may fall off a little bit towards the end. Fred Kerley, opposite, slower start, can really build up towards the end. Coleman didn't have that signature fast start that we're used to seeing. And so while I was watching, it was kind of like, all right, he's going to lose. This isn't going to be good. He's going to fall behind. Didn't happen. Like, he was still able to hold off Fred and get the win. So, like, what are your thoughts? Like, you're seeing Coleman win in a way that he traditionally hasn't won before. What's that mean for him and, going forward here?
I think that was huge. Like, I don't want to understate how big I think that is for Christian. From the angle that I saw, like the typical like broadcasting angle, it looked like Fred actually got out a touch in front of Christian, or maybe like another guy in the field. And I have seen that less than 2 or 3 times in my life, tracking all the way back to his collegiate days. And like you said, he's known to kind of get tense, and that neck kind of gets stiff the last like 20, 30 meters. But I didn't see that. I was looking for it. I didn't see that. So whatever he's working on is working. He's getting better as an athlete. The time, I didn't look too heavily into the time, but to see him put that together, not kind of panic, because we're so used to him getting out early. And I think he had a good interview after the race, which I really liked, but just kind of speaking on, execution and kind of moving forward from here. But yeah, I loved that for him. I think he's getting a lot better. I think he's going to be solidified in that medal contention, because he already won the indoor 60, which we kind of expected him to do. But for him to not tie up that last 40 meters there was dope. Happy for him.
Yeah, that was a good race. It wasn't, I wouldn't say it was a technically great race from both of them. I think there were still a lot of things which you can iron out, which it's early in the season, makes sense. That type of stuff's going to happen. But yeah, I think that means a lot for him, especially like, confidence wise and everything. I know it's weird because in every other, like most other big sports, so basketball, football, whatever it is, like the regular season has like meaning for people. Like, oh, like this win can help them. Like, that's going to help them with the rest of the year. We don't hear that a lot in our sport of track. Like, for you, like, what do you think means more in these early season races? Like the time, or the fact that you're winning against a guy that you're going to see in these finals, for months to come?
I think it's bigger right now to go and compete and beat people that you're supposed to beat, and sometimes beat people that you're not supposed to beat. Going and competing at this stage of the year and like holding form, not doing like crazy outlandish things, is really important leading to a championship. That's something that my coach speaks on almost every Wednesday when we get ready to go to a meet. Like, beat the people you're supposed to beat right now. If you have a good day, beat a couple people that you're not supposed to beat, and we'll live with it. We'll live with the time for now, because you beat people, you compete, those times will come.
Yeah, it's like trust in that training. Like if you're doing everything you got that you're supposed to do, at the end of the day, you're a competitor. You're caring about the wins, the losses, and all that stuff. So, hey, if you're still able to come out and beat them, like, that's huge. So, yeah, like that was a good one. Like, I think, yeah, obviously the times will come. We'll see them. I'm sure we'll see all of them later on. But it's interesting how there's people in completely different spaces, right now, where you got freaking high schoolers running sub 10, which is just ridiculous, but awesome.